Now, you said something a couple of years ago that people didn't like you for.
Which one?
You would talk, which one? We talked about when you said you were the best producer ever, and I think you said you were better than Dre, better than Swizz.
I ain't never said I was better than nobody. I say I was the best producer.
As you should feel that way, though.
And people are mad at that.
They can't be mad at that because that's the truth.
so you are better than Dre, better than...
No, I'm not saying I'm better. I'm not saying I'm better. I was like Hunger Games. If I say I'm the best producer, I just know what I'm good at and I know the results. I'm just going by the accolades. It's like I can't tell y'all I can't tell you not the best DJ because you could like, I am.
Well, we all the ratings say we the best.
Yeah. I mean, that's how we feel though.
But you got stuff, you know why.
Right.
But can't nobody come in and tell you that you're not, right?
Right.
You ain't nobody come in and tell you that you're not, right?
Absolutely.
I don't care who got the #1 rated show over the other side. No, you don't. No, I'm the best. We the best. And you're going to break it down in a stat form. You're going to say, hey, I would never, Dre's my friend. I would never say I'm better than Dre.
Right.
But I can never say, if the fans say, oh, we want a battle, what, I'm supposed to walk away from it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I got this answer. It's like a salesman. I got to tell you that I'm the best, because guess what? Now you're curious to see why I'm the best. Say if you didn't know my work, you would be curious to see who I am.
And you can't imagine saying, oh, this person's better than me, this person's better than me.
Why would you say that?
Wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, like I'm not saying like I love art. Let me tell you something. It's only a handful of us, for real. It's a lot of producers, but it's a handful of us that I'll say are the top best. Like the 5 can go on the goddamn, we can like, it's like
Mount
basketball.
Rushmore producers.
Yeah, like
hip hop producers.
Like it can be okay, your basketball team. You only have how many players? 7 players. So they're so that's how many really hot producers they are.
I'd say you, Dre, RZA, Premier, Kanye.
Yep.
And I have to put the Neptunes up there. Swizz would be up there.
Swizz is
and the Neptune.
And the Neptune.
So that's what I say. That's what I say. So when I say, I'm sure they'll come in and say I'm the best too.
Right.
Now, Timbaland, I did notice that in recent years you've been opening up a lot more. Because I feel like a lot of things about you I didn't know until I saw the E! True Hollywood story that you did. How difficult was it for you to film something like that and really bring up a lot of things about your past that might have been difficult to talk about?
I mean, because I think a lot of people in the world, I feel like I'm still an underdog. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I still don't get my just due. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. What? Don't get me to talk about.
You know how I know you get your just due? Because when people say Timbaland, they think of the boot and they think of you. And for you to be able to compete with the construction Timbaland,
I never looked at it that way.
Seriously.
Sorry, man. That's real, because that's a big product.
Absolutely.
I never thought about that, y'all. Now that's some real stuff. See, now everybody might think it's a joke, but that's real.
That is true. They said Timbaland's coming here. I said the producer of the shoe.
At the producer of the shoe. That's what you think of.
And that's big because that shoe been around how long?
Absolutely.
Long time.
That is a staple.
How popping it been pop, and they tried to get black people not to wear that shoe.
Absolutely.
Still wear it.
But you know what I'm saying? So and we still.
But just be glad your name's not Love.
Why do you feel you don't get your just due? I mean, you produce some of the craziest and sickest things that we've ever heard. We're not just saying it because you did. Like you could put a baby crying in the background and make it a beat. You know what I mean? You done made beats that I thought were off beat that were on beat.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate that, and I thank you for it. But y'all don't know what I had to go through. You know how much fighting I had to go through to get my record to you? Not just to give it to you like that, because I could do that all day. But see, if you come in the studio, y'all come in, that joint is crazy. And I'm saying, okay, I'll look at my friend, my people who work for me, like Eric or Tiffany, I'll be like, but y'all don't know what I'm saying that for. That because I got to fight just to get it to y'all.
So how did you meet,
right way?
How did you meet Jay Z? Because Jay Z was one of the masterful minds that rhymed on your tracks and can actually catch up with your rhymes. How did you meet Jay Z and how was that?
I met Jay Z at a flex party right when the Friend of Foe came out.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was. And I'm like, I was with my man. I was like, what's this cat? He said, oh man, you don't know that Jay Z man got that song? I said, I don't know no Jay Z. I don't know no. I don't know what you're talking about. Right. Who are you talking about? At this time, I didn't know. I still didn't grasp. I couldn't grasp what was going on in my life.
Right.
I'm like, why do people like my stupid beats?
Right.
But it's paying me. I can help my mama out, help my daddy out for all the years they put into me. Hey, that's all I saw.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying, I can get money to the church. That's all I saw. So next thing you know, I go in the studio with this dude. First song we do, Jigga What. So I'm looking at this dude. I'm like, yeah. He's like, man, can you change that? I don't like this beat. And I'm looking at him like, do you know who the freak I am?
Right.
What you mean you don't like my? But I said, you know what? He's entitled. He don't have to like. I said, 5 minutes. Put my headphones on. How about this? He looked at me like, So for him, that's when he realized that I was the truth. So he was like, oh, he talking to one of his people and like, oh, you know how Jay make the faces. So how he shocked me was, he was like, tap me on my shoulder. And the nigga when the act won't go, hit him with the and I was like, where your piece of paper at? He laughed at me. Paper? Psst. Come on. I said, this dude didn't write nothing down. Oh my God, he's the best. And the only person I saw doing that, or heard, was Big.
Right.
So this was amazing to me. So that's when I say, nobody can beat Jay Z. And I was a Jay Z like fanatic.
Right.
Like I told everybody, I don't care what rapper's out, they can't beat him. Nas, he can't beat him, he can't beat him. I'm going crazy. I know what I saw. Y'all don't know what I saw.
I mean, that still stands true to this day.
Yeah, but then I worked with Nas.
That was one of the best records that they never put out as a single. You Won't See Me Tonight with Aaliyah? That should have been a single off that album.
So I worked with Nas.
But wait, before you get that, how much did you charge Jay? Because you didn't even know who Jay was, so you probably hit him over the head.
You know what? I didn't. It was almost like we had a great connection when we met. Like he was a real dude. It wasn't about money. With Jay, when first working with Jay, I always was the Timbo break. Like it wasn't even about money, but he knew that I had to get paid for my work. Right. But I didn't hit him across the head. Those times, like those days, we was making $300,000, $400,000 a track. Right. You know, when you had hits. So it was almost like about $40,000, $50,000. Like I didn't care. I was just so excited because I know we was gonna be the new Dr. Dre and Snoop. Right. And which we were. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Magoo would have never have been that. That wasn't going to happen.
Oh, man. You go too hard. Dang. No, man, Magoo, that's my friend. Like, and I can say this. I ain't trying to get off subject. I would say this. The boy's straight. From all that time to now, he's straight. Because he took the money and flipped it, and now he got a bunch of real estate, like high rises and stuff.
Somebody said he does real estate. Somebody said that.
Yeah, he do good.
Now, working with Nas, you had Nas.
When I met Nas, and I was like, hey, all that stuff. So when I worked with him, I was like, it's a tough one. This boy's good. So that's when I realized that Nas is good. So then when they had that battle, I was in my car. I was in Virginia driving. I had to pull over and say, wait a minute. When did this beef happen? And why is it happening? You know what I'm saying? Because I know both dudes. Right. And I hope they don't try to put, I was Jay producer. I just thought, I just said, oh man, I can't be in the middle of this. Right. And you know what I'm saying? He said, but I'm like, what the freak? I ain't got to do with this. Why am I tripping? Right. Like Jay not telling me not to work with Nas.
Yeah, you don't have to pick a side.
Yeah, like I'm not doing, and I was like, then I just know that the best rappers in New York at that time had to be between them two. Right. And it probably still is like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I haven't been here. It could be new people that's saying that I haven't heard. Right. Because there's a lot of cats out here that ain't signed that are incredible.
Absolutely. So who do you work with now? Who do you work with now that you like as far as rappers?
ASAP.
ASAP Rocky.
I like ASAP. I like ASAP. I like 2 Chainz.
Absolutely.
2 Chainz.
Of course, I'm naming all. Of course, the Jeezys. I love all that. I love Waka Flocka. I love all the new generation. But it took me a minute. Right. Because from what I'm used to, that ain't really. I consider that rap. And I say it to all the new rappers because I'll cut from a different cloth.
You sounded like your parents when your parents say, "I don't listen to that."
Yeah, I'm cut from I know what it was. Like like you said about Magoo. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that era of Q-Tip and everybody like, don't do that to him. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand that, but in this generation. It's just not that. It's just not that. People are really not saying nothing and becoming a little bit bigger than what they should be. And I'm just saying, not the ones that's already out that made it. I'm just saying, just like when you go back and look at it from our time to this time, it's a major difference to what you call rap.
Did you see it coming? Because back in 2009, you said you was done with hip hop. So is that why?
You know what it is? It wasn't the people such as us. It was the politics, and y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. That right there makes you can be done with anything. Because people, how can somebody who goes home after your job tell me what music is hot? You got to be out your freaking mind. Right.
So it was actual executives coming to you saying, Timbaland, that's not the sound.
Yeah. Well, how do you tell me that?
Yeah, especially being that your sound always sounds like it's 3-4 years ahead of what's out anyway.
But how do you tell me that? Right. But that could be a little discouraging when it's like, if I'm coming to them, I'm like, man, you ain't it, man. No. Damn. It's another person that blah, 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 blah. you ain't it. And you like, now you like, okay, now we got to get it in. Like, 'cause now you disrespecting me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If I keep telling, if I tell you that, Charlotte, like, it's another bite. I'm checking on this dude. I want to put him in your spot. You gonna feel some kind of way. You like, yo, that dude ain't. I give it real.
Mm-hmm.
People wanna. I start beef. I do the real stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me? Like you probably said, ain't nobody been like me since goddamn Petey Green. You know what I'm saying?
I love Petey Green.
You know what I'm saying, from DC.
Absolutely.
And you might feel like y'all might feel like that, but everybody coming in this room telling you. Now I got these two cats. This about to, you know, that's what you're hearing. Might ain't nobody coming to your face and tell it, but that's what you're hearing in this building. So you're gonna feel some kind of way. So with that, you say, all right, you don't think I'm hot? Watch this. I'm gonna go to the other side. And see, that's when I started switching my music, because I feel like I already broke urban, all the number one. I feel like I broke rhythmic, but I never broke top 40. That was my dream and my goal, is to have all these number ones on top 40, because I know top 40 is like top of the food chain.
Right.
Like you go over there, like you get hot records over that side, you won.
Right.
As you know, as a Afro-American, you know what I'm saying, to be. So that's up with the Bon Jovis and the Bon, you know, all those people. So when I went over that side, all the producers try to do all the pop acts. And everybody got mad, like, why you switch over and go to that? I didn't go. I just doing music. You trying? How can you, as this person, that your job is to do this? Your job is not to produce. Your job is to play the record. Your job is to go get the record. Your job is to do that. Your job is not to A&R my music. So when you start to A&R my music, I'm getting offended, because who are you? You got to get the people make the decision. You're judging my music, and you're not even. You don't even go. You go to bed at 9 o'clock.
Right.
I'm still up in the streets. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? And I got kids just like you. I got everything that you got, but you're home. So, but you're telling me about my music? Oh no, that don't work.
So was it Timbaland the producer they wasn't feeling, or Timbaland the artist?
It was just Tim Mosley.
That's crazy.
You know, Tim Mosley as a whole, you know what I'm saying? Like, just me, just like my career. Like, you tell me about something that God gave me a gift, and you trying to tell me I don't have a gift? That's how I'm starting to take it. Like, wait a minute. This is deeper than, you know what? Then guess what? And I'm talking about, this is like a lot of people try to give me an opinion. I'm like, why are you giving me an opinion when I can give you 1,000 opinions about you? Just give me, I'm an OG. Right. I'm a black person still doing music. Give me the shot.
This must have been around the time when you turned into Hercules, when you turned into Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
there was one time when you came out, I said, goodness gracious, his steroid.
You was wearing G-Unit tank tops and everything.
I was beyond G. I was wearing Arnold Schwarzenegger tank tops. I was going to compete too. I was going to bodybuild, had the little tights on. I said, I got to get shot back. Yeah, I was going to do it all, baby. But when I got in that gym, to my trainer who was doing that, I was like, look, man. Two things gonna happen. We gonna goddamn get it in. We're gonna fight, because all this posing. Look, my job is producing. Right. I do music. I'm doing this for shock value. This is not my job. So me pose up in the mirror, all that. We're gonna do a couple takes. But try to have me do about 55 takes.
Now you know a lot of people were saying you was on them roids though, because the way your weight
let me tell you
went back to. You know.
Exactly. I went back to being fat. Let's say I'm fat boy.
I'm not fat, but fluffy.
Fat.
Fluffy.
Fat. You know what I'm saying? Then I got back. You know what it is? Hey, my mama big.
Oh, man.
You're from Virginia.
I get it. I got fat tabloids or whatever. Fat. What you call them?
Hormones. No.
Yeah, hormones.
Genes.
What
is
Genes.
Now, you know what? It's interesting that you say all this because.
But when I lost my weight, they didn't give me no Weight Watch, because stuff like that. Like I did. What Weight Watch was that? When I lost, I was the first. Don't give me first black person.
First.
Yeah. First. To do this, but then it's like, because what? That's why I say the underdog. Y'all know I came and shot the game with my weight. Nobody was talking about that. Everybody was talking about, you see what Timbaland look like? But like, nobody wanted to put me on the show. It's like okay, but then
they
when
didn't really
Jennifer
have shows like that back then.
But when
That's
Jennifer
true.
does it now, weight loss, Weight Watch.
So you got tired of going to the gym? You just
No. I just said, like, you know what? Everybody, like everything you eat, like in chicken, it's steroids in everything that we eat. So the food is actually can make you grow. So for me, everybody got different genes. Black people got genes, like if you get in the gym, we all grow faster than the average person. Right. You know, all you take is, I'll be honest with you.
You saying because we eat chicken?
No, it's just we mandingos. You know what I'm saying? We got dang, we survivors. You know what I'm saying? We can make a oodles and noodles last for 2 weeks. You understand what I'm saying? So we survive. God made us different. So we go in the gym, we pump up. You're going to see it. It don't take long. With all the supplements in GNC, and I was supplement heavy. I was taking about 30 pills a day.
That's me. I take like 2 though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, zoom. I don't care what you thought I was on. I was on it, but I look good though.
Now let me tell you something. This is interesting that you say that, because I remember reading and watching your special, and it said that for a period of time that you battled with depression because and it said that somebody close to you stole from your house, and that really upset you.
Well, that's me assuming that, because that's me. I don't know.
So what happened?
It's gone.
That's
all that matters.
Some of your jewelry went missing?
I don't know. My ain't here. I ain't got it. It's gone. I don't want to talk about that, because I'm going to start thinking and start putting posters up in this. Ain't nobody leaving this. I ain't got it on. You know what I'm saying?
Now let's talk about this album. You got an album coming out. Let's get some positivity, because you about to turn crazy in this bitch.
No, I'm just talking. We're being real, Charlotte. It's a real show.
Absolutely.
So you got the baseball bat over there?
No, man, ain't like that. We just shooting.
When you say depression, like how real was it?
Man,
like
depression that everybody go through. People don't want to talk about, everybody got problems. Everybody's job right now, because we on the air, everybody got some they're going through.
Absolutely.
Right now. And I'm just the realest person to say I need God's help. I don't need his help. I gotta pray on this situation. Because I could go, people could tell me everything, but when I go lay my head, I'm still thinking about this. So I need deeper help. I need to pray on this. So yeah, I was fighting depression, you know what I'm saying? I still do sometimes. It comes to attack, you know what I'm saying? But I know how to bind the enemy and get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm blessed. I got 3 beautiful kids. I'm blessed. Got a wife. I'm blessed. I can't ask for nothing. I ain't hurting.
Right.
You know, and people think that because you got money that you're supposed to be happy.
People always think that. They look at your life and they're like, what is he depressed about?
When you don't have, when you got money, it's like you got more problems. You know what I'm saying? It just seems, I don't know why, and that's a real statement. It's like everything comes on you, and you be like, dang, when I ain't had no money, I ain't had all these problems. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like, for me, I'm glad that, you know, everybody ain't different. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like always the guy, be anti, you know, not have a partner, you know what I'm saying? But me having a wife, like that, you need that. As a man, you need somebody to talk to, because we don't have nobody to talk to. Right. We are over. We are goddamn in the car, drinking, and next thing you know, we in jail or something happened, liver cancer, anything. Right. And you know, us men, we got so much pride, and we don't talk about our stuff. We walk around like it's just all cool. Like, you know, like he say he don't like Magoo. That he entitled to that. Now, say if I was one of them uppity proud, you know, that's a problem. But I understand. I can't tell this man who he. But that some people take that and go crazy. Right. All I can do is say that's my friend, and I know he respect friendship. You know what I'm saying? I know he respect that, but he don't got to respect his job or his craft. But some people take that. I'm bringing that up because a lot of people go over the edge for no apparent reason. And that's what we do as black people, because guess what? When you walk in your boss office, he giving you something that he don't know, and you come out there and be like, you know what I'm saying? That stays with you all the time, because only you know what you just heard. Either you got 2 more weeks left, or, you know what I'm saying? So that causes depression or anything if you don't get your mind right. And then, dude, when I was fat, I hated it. When I saw LL, I was like, this dude is flexing on me with the muscle. And I said, next time you see me, I'm gonna be just like that. And then he saw me, and I got like that. And I'm gonna tell you what made me like get like now, because I'm getting back in it. I had a lot. I said, you know, I'm gonna do it different. And I told my trainer, I said, I want to lose almost weight that I can lose, because I had got back gaining, you know, back the weight just recently. You know what I'm saying? I lost over 60 pounds just recently. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know that for me, I come from a family with fat genes. You know what I'm saying? Like my mama, I get it from my mama. Like, you know, like my brother get it from my dad. My dad is small, but and then I got high blood pressure in my family. I was diagnosed with high blood pressure. So then, and other had the snoring thing,
sleep apnea.
Yeah, I had that. So now I don't have that no more. Me losing all this weight now, I don't have none of that. My blood pressure ain't giving no problem. Cause who wants to be on pills for the rest of your life? Right. You know what I'm saying? And then and then I had sleep apnea. Now I don't get to sleep with that machine like that no more. So you know what I'm saying? I like sleeping machine because it do make you sleep better. You get all your sleep, but I don't have to do that no more. I wake up normal, and I just started noticing. I couldn't play with my kids. I started noticing little stuff. I'm like, yo, I can't. What the is going on with me? Like that's how I know if I'm starting to get depressed. Like if you might I know Charles gonna keep it real. He said, Tim, you getting back fat, man. Like you all right? So now he'll know, but you won't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's all the time when people do something, it's connected to something. Or you just say, bump it, I'm just going to live. You got them times in life you say, I'm just going to live and eat and just do me. And that's very rare because if I already been, if it's in me to be big, I'm not going to eat like that. I'm keep it. So right now I'm in a peaceful place. I'm happy. And it's like, I found it, you know what I'm saying? I found the fountain of youth, and fountain of youth is just being comfortable who you are. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Now let's talk about this album. Now you got an album coming out. Who's on this album? How is this album structured?
It's Shock Value 3, right?
Well, I call it is that, but I call it Ezekiel's will.
Okay.
Meaning that Ezekiel in the Bible was the guy that God foretold the world, the future, what was going on and what happened. If people followed, they didn't. If they did, they did. And the reason I say that because I've been through all the struggle I've been through in the game, and for me to still be relevant and current, I'm telling people the music y'all listen to is terrible. Follow me. We don't know. Trust me, it's gonna change. People gonna start making real music again. And so that's what I call it, that Shock Value 3. And who I got on the album is all new. Like I got Wayne, Ross. I'm probably gonna do one with Kanye. Mostly the rappers I got mostly this time.
Why not a Nicki Missy collaboration?
Missy will want that. I think I want to do that with this record, and I know Nicki like Missy.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I think it should be for hers more than mine. Right. I think it's making more statement to be with hers. So if it was a record for mine, I would give it to her.
But both you and Missy have albums coming out
at the same time. I finished
June.
Both. Like I finished, like we ain't gonna come out in June because the label was not. We put. You got to push people. Right. That's why we did new songs last night at this show, and it worked out real good. So now everybody can start moving. Because if you say you ready, people, I got a sample. Oh, we got to check it. Look, man. Just put the music out. It's a different time. The social network game is retarded right now. So people don't got time to wait. Like you said, we ain't got 2 years. Right. 2 years might be the most you can ling around now.
Maybe.
Depending
who you are.
Exactly.
Now, what's your relationship with Jay now? Do you still speak to Jay? Is he? You still working
Jay
with
cool.
him?
Like Jay a family man. You know what I'm saying? I love to. My biggest dream is to do a whole album with the dude. That's my goal. I pray on that, because I know what it could be. If we just did it, not even put it out just for the fun, right? It'll push me somewhere that I never been as a producer. Yeah, like since Jay had his child, I haven't really talked to him lately. But I just send him gifts for his daughter, all that stuff. Because when you marry and you like that, it's a different life. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same as how we used to. He used to come pick me up in his Range Rover back in the day when I stayed on 62nd Street at the Phillips Club. Things change, and I just look back at life like, wow, we went from a Range Rover to now this dude is an icon. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you just be like, wow.
We can get Blue Ivy crying on a record now. Like how you did the Aaliyah joint.
Exactly.
How old is that baby now?
Blue Ivy in charge, though.
Blue Ivy already cried on the record.
I don't know. I got it from a sample CD.
Oh, that wasn't. I thought that was a real child.
No, I got it.
You really made a baby cry.
Child to put on sample CD. I don't know the damn girl was on sample CD. You know what I'm saying? So it is a real child, but I don't know.
At one point they were saying that you was charging so much for beats, so that's why a lot of artists and executives fell back from you because it's like, oh, Timbaland charges too much.
Okay, but when they asked me, some artists charge $100,000 for an appearance. That's not a lot.
That's definitely a lot.
I think Andre 3000 get 100 G. I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know. But say if he do, can everybody afford 100,000?
I don't know.
All right then. But would he be wrong to tell you?
Well, I can't do it.
I can't. Would you look at him crazy to back down on his price? Okay, if I say I want you to host my thing, you say I'm 50,000. Don't you feel like you got every right to say you 50,000?
Absolutely.
And you gonna show me your stacks? Why I feel like I'm 50,000?
Absolutely.
Now I go down, I work with you, but some artists I'm like, yo, you forcing it. You trying to use my name, and I feel like you messing up my brand because I can't save the world. Now Timbaland beat don't save the world. If it's not a marriage with the artist and the producer, it ain't gonna work, dog. It ain't gonna work. You gotta be just as good as I am. And you can say, nah, I seen it work. No, it didn't work. It might have worked because the label pushed it. That's fake work. I call that fake work because they went hard and they believed in that song or that project or what you was doing that it worked.
It wasn't organic.
It wasn't, exactly.
Okay.
Before we leave, can you give the new artists some advice on how to be relevant? Because you've been here for like 20 plus years. So if you had to tell any of these new artists, like, do you see anybody that's going to be around 20 plus years now? Any new guys?
I think Nicki could do it if she just, you got to, every day your team, you come and go. She's got to keep replacing her team and know what fits best for her. Like after that interview, I'm for real. That I became a fan of her, not because of the music. I just need to know if you got a brain. You know what I'm saying? And she has a brain. I look at her as a woman now, and I feel like anybody she date should be on the same level because that what y'all was talking about. Some stuff be stuff, but the stuff y'all was saying, the education, stuff y'all was bringing up the points was a real topic. So I look at her as a woman. I don't look at her as an artist no more. I look at her as Nicki, that woman. So if she keep that mentality to the rest of her life, I could see her. She's gonna have to change crews. That is inevitable. You have to change people. There's some people you get to know who's real. I'm sure you done it. People around you that you switched up. You like, man, these people. But they've been your man for probably 5-6 years, but he ain't your man no more.
You outgrew him.
Yeah. So if she's willing to do that, I think she has like about a 10-year run. I think Wayne has a great run.
He already had. He's on 15, 20 now.
Yeah. And he just really became Wayne.
Yeah.
This door's just opened just now. So I can really see him. Like other times it was just, but at least he was making noise at those other times, not the noise he's making now. I really just think those two, to be honest with you, I think ASAP has something going, and if you pocket it right, it could be something just not just. I think he got something just like universal party, not about blacks. It's about everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I think 2 Chainz have something that could be, everybody got different. I think the ones I can say I don't know what, I think 2 Chainz could be something for the South, maybe last longer than the most South rappers. Maybe 6 years, 7 years. But the 10 years to pass that mark, I only really see about like 2 or 3. And I think that's Nicki, Wayne, is one more person, I think. I think Ross could do it. I think Ross could do it.
What about Drake?
I think Drake can do it. But I don't know. Like, I don't know who's around him. See, people think it's you. It's the people around you. Because guess what? I need my assistant. I need my camera guy to make up Timbaland. Now, one missing false link in my camp can mess me up, and it will show. Because that's my person. I brought him in. You know what I'm saying? And people don't think that affects you. It affects you. Your team affects you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Sometimes I look at Drake, he seems like he's angry. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, he seems like some eternal problems. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what, that's my dude. But sometimes I be like, man, you all right? You're straight. Nobody, if I ain't grew up with you, you're not going to tell me what's going on. But I'm a transparent dude. I try to give my life to let people know that it's okay to talk about your problems. It's all right. Don't be so much afraid to talk about your stuff. I've been in this game 20 years. I'm just trying to be a leader to say, it's okay to say my money low. It's okay to say, hey, I can't pay this. It's okay to say these things. Because guess what? It makes you human.
True.
Absolutely.
Now, what about this Drake and Aaliyah collaboration that I've been reading about? And I don't know if it's true or not. It's kind of a rumor, but it seems like Drake's been hinting that he's going to be doing something. I don't know how that's. Do you know anything about that?
Well, I know they're trying to drop some Aaliyah records. I got some that I never put out. I'm trying to get one done now. It's just for the fans. But if he do it, it should be with me and him and Missy.
Absolutely.
Has he contacted you about it?
No, he hasn't. And I don't know who. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. That's where it becomes frustrating. I don't know what's going on. But the proper way to do that would be for me, him, and Missy to be all on the record.
It can't be no other way.
I would do, but to put it on this album or to put it on his record or whatever, however it be, it would just not be right.
How could he do that without coming to you or Missy?
Well, it's a lot. You can do anything in this world, like, because I don't own Aaliyah rights. That's just my baby sister.
Right.
I don't own her masters. I can't be the dictator of that. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who owned her before was the Hankersons, so they have to make that decision. But I'm saying the best decision, what the fans will want to see, is all three of us, not on separate albums, and it got to be for charity. We got to give back. It can't be something to make money off of. I don't think, because I think that's wrong to try to make money off the dead.
Absolutely.
I think that's just wrong.
What do you think Aaliyah would have been at now? You think she'd have been Beyonce status, bigger than Beyonce?
I think she'd be. I don't know. I think she'd been Beyonce status because she's the first one that's doing all those things. And you know, I tell you straight up, Aaliyah was a good. She wasn't the fabulous singer. She was a great singer. But I think because she probably beat Beyonce, no. But maybe if she had more practice up to now, she probably could have been just as good as Beyonce with a lighter tone because her tone was just light. But Aaliyah, I think, would have did. She would have been the talk. She would have been it because she the first one did the movies. She did a lot of things first. You know, people don't realize. And I think she would just grow. She would have been an icon for every chick. She would have been the first light-skinned chick to me that pretty that every girl could relate to.
You know a rumor that you could probably crush that people were always talking about for the longest time? That was that Jay Z and Dame Dash broke up Rockefeller because of Aaliyah.
No way. No way.
That was a rumor that was circulating a while.
Now that's a big ass rumor. That's a dumb rumor. That's just ridiculous. Like, it's like that's what I'm talking about. Stuff like that just get your blood pressure up. Like, who comes up with this stuff? Oh, that's why. And all of a sudden, because when she did, that's when you bring up the rumor. Come on, man. That's just ridiculous. That's stuff that make you be like, are you serious? But take that rumor. Somebody who don't like you probably say this to give promise out in the building or my label. Somebody who probably wouldn't like me in my label will take that rumor and make it something that it don't need to be because they don't like me.
Right.
That's why I'm saying the world is so messed up and fans don't see these things. These are the problems that we deal with. Right. And I'm saying we because you deal with them, you deal with them, and you deal with them.
That's right.
Man, you don't go home every day happy. Somebody has pissed you off, but guess what? They think you come here every day okay.
That's right.
And you can't get an attitude.
That's right.
And that's wrong.
Well, I'm at Timbaland.
Timbaland, ladies and gentlemen, on the Breakfast Club. Get that album, hopefully summertime.
Summertime.
Shock Value 3.
Yep.
It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Timbaland.